Hello everyone, this is Nintendo Samurai, and we are coming back to Banjo Kazooie after just defeating Treasure Trove Cove. This is, of course, not the New Year's special anymore, because that was recorded back in, well, New Year's. Anyways, this is now Clanker's Cavern that we're taking care of here. To remove pieces that you have already put down, move the right stick down, but once the picture is complete, all the pieces are stuck. Well, thank you. I apologize for the last time. I was very tired. Decently tired right now, but I'm hoping I can get through some of this and give you some decent commentary. I would soon like to have someone else doing a co-op with me on this, but mostly just because it's easier to do commentary, and better commentary at that, with someone else. So, now that's been said, I think Clanker's Cavern is through here, but I'm not entirely certain. It appears it is not. This is where I found that other cauldron, right? Yes, it is. Good job, Mac. You figured it out. Sorry, Clanker's Cavern is probably above this. Oh, it's been so long since I've actually played this game that it's actually hard to remember sometimes. And especially doing this on what is now the Xbox One on the 360 version. Okay, yeah, it's just over there. So there's a switch over here, I think. Yep, there we go. That raises those up. And then I believe there's a switch on that side for this one. So let's go over there and take care of that real quick. Because basically, anytime that you can do something in the overworld, do it so that way you at least remember to get it done. There we go. Excuse me. So this is January the 14th of 2016, and although I just uploaded last night the, well, third episode of the New Year's special, it certainly isn't New Year's anymore now, is it? Well, that's just what happens when you don't upload all the time. You upload once a week kind of idea, and well, you record more than one episode at a time, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm hoping you guys are liking it so far. I can't really promise much, but hey. Oh, I swim fast? There we go. Sorry, I forgot how to swim faster for a second. I thought that it would have been A, but it was actually X, which would be A versus B, essentially. Ooh, what's this one? We can open up Bubble Goop Swamp. If you want to place all your pieces into the picture, just press the right trigger, which back in the day would have been made for Z instead on the N64, but in this case, it's the right trigger, which works just fine. Now, although I've opened that up, it just means I have to come back in here. I am going to go and take care of Clanker's Cavern first, because it's, to my knowledge, technically next in the list. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. It was also the next one that you would access if you were to go through the whole of Grunty's lair without, like, going from start to finish again. Because you had to get that one done to be able to think, oh, I should go in here, to be able to go and get that one. Man, that was so convoluted. You had to get that one done to go and get that one done. Good job, Mac. You speak everything beautifully. Alright, into Clanker's Cavern we go! Oh man, it's been so fucking long. Pardon me and the swearing and such, but it's been so long. Yeah, no easy way to do that. I'm gonna have to go down here first. Die! Yeah, if you slam them, they get you too. That's right. I remember that from the last episode that I was recording. I was like, I swear they give you a 2 if you kill them. It's sort of like in Mario 64. If you slam on a large Goomba, you'll get 5 coins instead of just 1. Whereas if you just kind of jumped on them, you'd get the single gold coin instead of the blue coin. So I thought that was kind of different, but it's an odd correlation to get between the two of them. As you can see, those guys really like to pop out, and if you just jump and attack at the same time, they won't hit you. They'll just die instantly. which is fantastic, because otherwise they're a real pain in the ass. Oh, my phone's not charging. I thought I was getting a text message. I'm glad I'm not. Just for noise concerns. Not because I don't like getting text messages. Anyway, so that's one Jinjo down, a few notes taken care of, and we're going into the toxic water, because that's what this is. It doesn't do anything to you different than the regular water in the game, it just makes you lose air, but it's still probably not what I would say is good for a barren bird, and especially the bird who looks like, you know, there could be a special tropical bird that could be really endangered, you know, that kind of thing. Bzzz, I am Clanker, which is garbage grinder. Clanker not like dirty water, want fresh air. So this is where you first meet Clanker. He's a good old metal fish shark dude. He's quite nice. He isn't harmful at all. He doesn't go after you or anything like that. So there's nothing to fear with him. And what you have to do for starters is to free him. A lot of the things won't open up until you do. Especially since most of the time you need to be on his fins to get up higher or get onto his back and climb up his dorsal fin there, or whatever that's called. The tail fin, sorry. I think, can you climb up the dorsal fin? I don't remember you can climb up the dorsal fin. Anyways, so you come down here. Thankfully there's this bubble fish down here that'll give you some air. So all you gotta do is swim around here, collect bubbles for air, because otherwise you're gonna suffocate. Okay, I missed it. And pick up all the items that are down here. Hi, I'm Gloop. Grab my bubbles if you're low on air. Well, thank you, Gloop. You're a kind soul. The other thing you have to do while down here is you might have just caught a glimpse of it, but there's a key that you need to swim through a few times, and then when you do, it'll release the chain that's holding Clanker down. When you do that, you can, well, continue with the level, to be honest. So I'm going to collect some air first, though, because otherwise I will keel over. He only does a couple things of air at a time, meaning you do have to collect more than one, but it's still nice, because otherwise you just come down here, go through the keyhole once, and then have to go back up. Each time you want an item, you pretty much have to go back for air. So they gave you a method to not die, which is nice. Alright, so you fly through it. Swim through it, sorry. You fly in the water through it. No, you swim through it once, and then twice, and then you just turn around and do it again, and that unlocks what is essentially an anchor that's got the chain mechanism inside. And there you go. You got him some fresh air. And just for that, you get yourself a jig. As well as the fact that there's a whole bunch of notes up there that you can now go and collect, which you kinda need, so it's win, 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 win. Essentially, there's no downside to this. For anyone. Clanker gets to go above the dirty, dirty water, and you get to go and collect a whole bunch of stuff, as well as Visit, who is hopefully to become one of your good friends. Alright. So that's the easiest way to get on top of Clanker, just go on a fin there and jump right on up. There are other methods, like going on other places, coming out different exits and so on, but that's literally the easiest way to do it. I don't know why you do it any other way. So I'm going to leave the stuff inside of Clanker for just a minute or two. Or maybe not. Buzz, Clanker's teeth hurt. Too much garbage. Please help. Okay. I guess this is the next step. I'll take care of it. I was going to go and do other things first, but best be nice to Clanker. He's been nothing but helpful to the witch, and she's just been a total ass to him. It's funny. He says his teeth hurt. The ones that hurt are golden teeth. You gotta hit them 3 times. And I'm terrible with accuracy. There we go, that's one tooth. Let's go to the other side. And there will be another. So they're both lower teeth because they become other entrances that you're supposed to be able to use. But it'd be nice if they were upper teeth, because then they'd be easier to hit. Oh well. You can't pick and choose everything. There we go. Now this tooth not hurt more, or whatever. Okay, collect the Mumbo's skull. Go back in. or out, sorry, and then go to the other side. That's probably your best method, because then you can get both things at once, and you don't have to go in a second time if you don't want to. Because right there is your Jiggy. So if you only want the Jiggy, the left-hand side is all you need to take care of, which is his right. But, to be nice, you should probably take care of both sides, and then you get a Mumbo's Token, which is really helpful to everything in the future. You probably won't be able to finish the game without it, to be honest. And it's an easy one to get, too, so you might as well just take it. And there's that taken care of. You don't have to fight these guys, it's not like you get a medal for doing it. So just continue on your way. I'm just going to try to collect the honeycomb from that guy who tried to kick my ass. And continue on here. These things will hurt you, so try to avoid them as best possible. Usually it's just better to stick to a side and swim past as quickly as possible. So, don't know if this one's quite doable yet, but I'll give it a shot. Basically, you gotta go through all the hoops, and you gotta do it in the order where it shows them as green. If you don't do it in that order, it resets. If you don't do it on time, it resets. It's not like it hurts you, it just means you gotta do it again. Should be quick enough for this. Not sure, mind you, but I should be. Thankfully, they aren't jerks, and they do make that one right after it, because otherwise you'd be flying through and you hit the other one and it resets. Well, that would be kind of mean. Okay, yeah, I can do this. There we go. That raises the water level and gives you a Jiggy. And you need to raise the water level because some spots, like this one here, are inaccessible if you don't. Which it's kind of funny to me because you raise Clanker, which lowered the water level, and then all you wanted to do is raise the water level again. Seems a little counterintuitive if you ask me. So, but now you can get everywhere in this room, including a fly pad over there. As you may have noticed, there are things here called golden feathers. When I got one earlier, it did try to give you a spiel on it. I just didn't really care because I was busy. But they are extremely useful for a move that you are going to get in this level. So don't forget that. Alright, there is a Jinjo down here. Try not to forget him, or her. But also try not to get it by the tentacle because it's in the perfect spot just to kick your ass. Now that there's an exit out to one of the wounds in his side. I'm sure you saw them briefly. So I'm not going to go that way because I'm already in here. I might as well continue doing what I'm doing. Now. Yeah, that's right. There's no actual free cam in this mode. Basically, you're supposed to take the wings to the other side to get in there, but I don't remember if there's anything above here. Oh, there is. It's the blowhole. You don't have to go in or out that blowhole because all you really need to do is either get in and get onto the fly pad, which you can do by doing the thing I showed you, or you can just go on top of the blowhole's like screw there and throw yourself into the air, and then it doesn't matter. This move uses Biko's wings as a shield against the bad guys. Cool. Does it make me invulnerable? Sure does. Hold the right or left trigger and push the right stick right. Keep the trigger, the right trigger, left trigger held. Use the left stick to move around. Use it wisely though, as this move requires golden feathers, and you can only carry 10 of them, which you can upgrade later. Here, take these 5 valuable golden feathers with you. So now I've got 9 of them. I've learned all the moves on the level, and we're good to go. So what he's saying is, you do this, and you can run through here without getting hurt. But it does take golden feathers, and it takes a fair few. So when you get to the other end, it's best to get out of that, recollect those feathers, and then move on. The nice thing is, as I said, you are literally invincible while you have that. No enemy can hurt you. And I also don't think you can get knocked out of it, thankfully. So, I mean, those would probably be the thing to do it if you think about it. Because they're kind of brutal. So anyway, so that's that taken care of. Now, down there you can see another thing of notes, and that would probably be the final exit, and really, probably the last thing you need to do inside of Clanker. Everything else should be outside of them. So I'm just going to swim through slowly so I can actually pick them all up until I get to here, because upward is easier to collect things. And we're out. Oh, sorry, that was his gills. I know that you can go in one of the wounds, so... I think it's this one right here. Or at least I thought you could. Maybe that was a glitch back in the day and I was supposed to be going in the gills and accidentally went in that. It could happen. Makes sense to me, really. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is either go up the blowhole there, as said, or climb up here. Oh, wait, you can't do that just yet. You actually have to open something. Well, whatever. While you're up here, you might as well jump down onto these pipes and collect everything on them. Because, I mean, why not? By the way, these guys will eventually respawn, but usually only when you leave a section and then come back. It's not supposed to happen otherwise. Come on, give me that. There we go. 62 out of 100 notes already. This is moving along nice and smooth. As long as I can keep it that way, we're good. Alright. As you can see, there's grates in places where you're supposed to be jumping to new locations. Those are meant to trip you up, so if you're not careful, you can easily get wrecked just going for the jump pad or something. Or you can just, you know, miss it entirely because you didn't jump. There we go, and go! So, I made a slight mistake. I was remembering names from the wrong game, and I accidentally said, I don't know if it was in the last episode or if it was just part of the, part of the original description. I accidentally called, what is it called again? Shit, Treasure Trove Cove. I accidentally called it, Jolly Roger Bay, but that's because I've also been playing Mario 64, so hopefully you guys will forgive me. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh shit, I forgot to go and check for those on the other levels. Oh, well, I'll go back and do that another time. Maybe I'll just go through on a collect the second of these level thing. Like, just do an episode of that. Because, really, I don't remember where they are. I hardly ever got them back in the day just because they were out of the way. And I couldn't be arsed to do it. Alright, back up here. As you notice, there were two things here that you could slam. This grate can also be done, and I believe down here is a Jinjo. Yep, and then right down there was another extra life, apparently. Okay. Excuse me. Now, can you tell that it's not as easy to do commentary as one person? It's much simpler to do with two people. You can actually make, like, banter between the two of you. Right now, I'm just kind of talking out my ass about the game and hoping to God that it's actually something entertaining to you guys. Doubting, but hoping. So, because, I mean, really, I do have a fairly monotone voice. It's not really the best thing to listen to. Thank you to anyone who does. It always makes me happy to hear that people are enjoying my episodes whenever they do, right? It's really nice, and your praise, as much of it as I get, is amazing and awesome. I know that my sisters watch the episodes, or at least Amanda does for sure, and it always makes me happy to hear that her and her boys are enjoying it. So it means that I'm not screwing up that badly, right? Can't be that bad. Ooh. Oh, no sound from that one. I guess there were too many things bouncing around. Oh. I think I need to do something to get those down. Don't I? Nope, they're down here already. Okay. Misreading the situation. Man, that's what guys do all the time, isn't it? Holy shit. Now I know where it comes from. They keep misreading video games. Is that it? There's no... Oh. I thought there would have been a Jiggy there. Apparently not. And down we go. You have to check everywhere in here. All the little nooks and crannies. Here's another Mumbles token. You have no idea how valuable these things are. I really don't understand how I've got 17 already. I guess I'm just an avid collector. I mean, look at my games collection. If you know me well enough, you'll know that I've got way too many. I don't have enough time to play all of them throughout what is left of my life, probably. Because I've got so many of them. Oops. Oh, hey, that was the 5th Jinjo already. Wow, did not expect that. Man, I've been collecting them like a boss. Did not expect that at all. My advice to you in this situation, whenever you're doing the underwater stuff, is just quickly come up for air every once in a while. It takes an extra few seconds, but you save yourself precious time in the future of having to come back in here and recollect everything. Because you failed to go up for air once and died. Just saying.